Where are we, Adam?
We are in Super Potato, where you can get Robo the Robot. Who doesn't want this as his friend by his side? Or the Famicom. Got some showcase of Star Fox. Have you played Star Fox, man?
I have played Star Fox.
Yeah, I think you have.
I think I have.
And you can actually play it on the Super Famicom box. That was a rental unit.
Oh, really?
Yes, back in the days. Let's keep going. More showcase of consoles. You know, got them on the CRTs because, you know, these games are actually made to be on the CRTs. So you should play them on CRTs, but I don't judge if you play them on LCDs. I do that too sometimes. Mega Drive. 10,000 yen. Virtual Boy from Nintendo. It was only released in Japan. No, it's actually released in the US as well. Ninja Gaiden 2, fantastic game. But it does cost a lot, 10,000 yen here. But fantastic platformer.
No, really.
Some beautiful Famicom Game section here. You know, tons of Famicom games. But it's interesting because, you know, we've been talking in the previous video that it's, you know, touristy here. And I used to not see these empty spaces in the shelves before. Now I see them, you know. That tells me just one thing, that people are actually buying these games even though they are a little bit more expensive here. So yeah, I'll show you later, Morty. We're gonna go to other places. It's gonna look completely different and it's gonna be completely different prices, you know. And even the shelf here is just empty.
Family computer.
Yeah. Some box Famicom games here. Garou, Mark of the Wolves.
Again? I remember that game.
Yeah, we found it for the PS2 in Book Up, but here it is for the Dreamcast. We play this, Marty. You need to learn how to do the special moves, you know. But a fantastic fighting game. I found it for half this price in hardoff in Nagoya.
Nice.
I'm just saying. Marty, we are at the Mega Drive section. Why are we at the Mega Drive section?
Why are we here?
Because you love the Mega Drive. You had a Mega Drive when you were
love
growing
Mega
up.
Drive.
Yeah. So one that I'd like to recommend always, Rocket Knight Adventure, fantastic platformer. You know, just one that you gotta have. The price of this is a little bit expensive, 27,000. You can barely see it there, but yeah, it's you know, the games that are a little bit sought after, rare. Of course, they're gonna be very expensive in here. But, you know, if you have the money, you want to pay the price. That's all up to you, you know. Curtis, you love this game. It's still here. I'm just saying, dust off your old Mega Drive. You gotta play it again. And keep continuing here. We got some GBA games, classic titles, Donkey Kong. You know, the prices are what they are. You know, what can you do about it? But at least the selection is here. So that's actually one of the benefits, I would say, with this store, is that, you know, you can actually find any game you want. If you go to a hardoff, book off, you might not find the game that you're looking for. Here you can actually find it, you know. They're gonna have all of it. So, Marty, if you were here looking for a specific game, you could easily find it here, right? If you're like, oh, I need that Wario Land 2, you know, for the Game Boy. Marty, do you know what? You could just get it.
Wait, you had it?
Yeah, of course.
Holy moly.
Yeah, so, you know, that's how easy it is. You know, that's the benefit of this store, you know, that you're going to be able to find anything you want. Going into some complete Game Boy games. It's interesting, sold out. And, yeah, we're talking about 43,000 yen. That's a lot. That's a lot for a game. You can definitely get this at other places.
So Pokemon Green Leaf?
Yes. And it's interesting that they have, you know, that says how popular Pokemon actually is.
These were one of the best games for Game Boy Advance. I remember everyone having these.
Yeah.
So do you know what the games are?
Yeah, which
Yeah.
what do you mean? They are, yeah.
Yeah,
of
so
course,
these
I
are
know
the
about
ones that was re-released with the original
Yeah.
Pokemon.
Yeah.
So there's a Fire Red and then Leaf Green.
I don't know if this was a thing in Europe, but you could actually transfer wirelessly Pokemons, I think, with other people.
Yeah,
So that's pretty cool.
they used to have the cable before.
Yeah. And Pokemon Blue here, first Pokemon game, of course. 36,000 yen, a lot,
I still have that in just remember I showed you. I have it, but
true.
not without the box, only the game.
Yeah. Actually, I only have gold and silver left, but yeah.
Interesting.
Showcase, of course, for the more desirable games, and you actually feel the need to get them when they are in a case like this as well, right, Marty?
Exactly.
Do you know about F-Zero?
Yep.
Yeah. And you know about Sonic as well, that you had on the GBA.
This is one
That
of the
is
best games. Yeah,
for the
this game.
GBA,
Yeah, I'm pretty sure this was the first Sonic game that they released for a Nintendo console.
That's true, actually. I think so too. Yeah. There's also
Don't quote me on that, but
No.
it's just.
But there's also the one on GameCube, Sonic Adventure, that was released on the GameCube. That's also like early 2000s.
Yeah, but I think Sonic was probably the first SEGA game that actually made it over to Nintendo.
Probably. Game Boy Advance SP, some kind of limited edition. I'm not sure which one that is, but it looks pretty cool. I haven't seen that one before. So it's a Generation Advance. The price already says that it's pretty rare, right? 83,000 yen, That's like $600, $700.
Yeah.
And the Game Boy Light was only released in Japan, and it's been rising in price too, but 52,000, that's...
So what was the light version? What is special with it?
It's like a Game Boy Pocket, the second Game Boy ever released, but with a backlit screen.
Oh, okay. So kind of like the SP then as well, that you should
Yeah, exactly. Got a lot of great games here. One that I'd like to talk about always is Hot Blooded Family. Amazing beat 'em up game, And what else do we have? We have a lot of cool games here, Of course they are in the showcase because they know that it's the good stuff,
Yeah.
Twinkle Star Sprites, a Neo Geo game, also released on a Dreamcast, 19,000 yen, It's getting up there, and I can only see the prices rising, which is pretty crazy to say. Marty, do you think that the retro games are ever gonna go down in price? It's a hard question.
It's hard to say, but not in places like this. I actually believe. I mean, again, it's hard to say, but in tourist spots, we're in Tokyo right now. We're gonna have these prices, but I think it's fun to still film stuff and showcase what they have and what to expect when you're going to Tokyo.
Definitely. Stormwind, I think it was released for the Dreamcast later on, after the official games were released. But it's a fantastic game, 9,800, It's getting up there anyway. I think the eBay price is pretty much the same, even, I would say. And that's how it is, If you're looking at this and feel like, that's too expensive, there's no possibility to get a good deal in Japan anymore. It is. You just have to get outside the cities, go to the countryside, look for hardoffs, book-offs, any kind of second-hand store.
Do you think you can find game here that's worth it?
Actually, they have a junk section as well, so it is possible, especially if you know how to repair stuff and all that. You can definitely find something to buy here,
Ah non, parce que je sais pas si vous aviez déposé ici ou pas. Like there's a mouse.
Expensive PS3, PS2 games. And Marty, I see a game that you know a lot about.
Outrun. Love that game.
Yeah.
Of course they're gonna put it in the...
Yeah. And you see the price? 40,000 yen. So, like $350.
Around that.
Yeah. Pretty crazy. And we got a section that we both love here. PS1 section, of course. You know all about this, right? This one, Final Fantasy 7.
I don't think people. Do you think people have heard about this?
Wait, no, I don't think. I need to talk about this game because
Okay.
people don't know about this game. Have you heard about Final Fantasy, Marty?
No, I've never heard about it.
So basically, this is an RPG game that will blow your mind.
Oof.
Yeah. So this one is the international version. So I'm not sure, but this could be in English or it's just another edition. I don't know. Someone has to tell me in the comments because I've never seen the international version before. So what does it mean? Does it mean that it actually has English and not Japanese? I don't know. I would like to know. Yeah. Let's see, Chrono Cross, Star Ocean. I'm actually looking for a PS1 game. I don't know if it's gonna be here, but if it is, I'm gonna maybe even buy it because it's so hard to get. It's Gunner's Heaven. Marty, you know what this is?
Biohazard. It's what's it called in English? Resident
I
Evil,
told you,
right?
Yeah, exactly. Resident Evil. Here's Resident Evil 2, classic.
Oof, that's a good game.
A classic, fantastic.
Classic game.
And another one you're familiar with?
Silent Hill.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Yeah. And these games are getting so expensive in Europe and US, it's ridiculous. We're talking thousands of.
Well, how does the price
crowns.
here compare to US, and is this like similar because we're in Tokyo?
It's well, if we compare it to PAL or US versions, they are even more expensive, of course. Well, this particular one might be in Japanese, but I know that Silent Hill 2 and 3 for the PS2, you can actually get the Japanese version because they still have the English voice actors. So it's just Japanese subtitles, and you don't need to look at that, right? You can just listen, right?
Yeah.
So those games are perfect to get. So all of you out there, if you heard that, Silent Hill games are definitely a must play. So yeah, Silent Hill 2 and 3, they are in English. And this is also a game that I love. Oof, this In the Hunt. Fantastic game.
Submarine game?
Yes, submarine game. Created by the Metal
Slug.
Slug.
Yeah, I can see the similarities.
You notice immediately.
Yeah.
Right. Yeah. Fantastic shoot 'em up game, you know, under the water. Highly recommended. This is kind of the eBay price, of course. So yeah, I won't buy that, but I would love to have this game eventually. And it's definitely one that you're gonna play later too, Marty. In one of my previous videos recently, G Darius, fantastic shooter. 2,600, that's pretty good because I paid 1,700 from Book Off. So that's not a huge price difference actually. So that's pretty cool. We got a fantastic game here. But it's kind of hard to find nowadays. So of course it's gonna be 14,000 yen, which is about $120, you know. Fantastic shoot 'em up, you know. Even better on the Saturn, but even more expensive on the Saturn, of course. So that's about it, you know. We can talk about shooters on the PS1 for a long time, but I think we have to keep moving forward, right? Dead or Alive 3 stick. We got the showcase of the showcase. Marty. We got the Neo Geo stuff here. And yeah, you played the Neo Geo.
I love the
You know the Neo Geo, yeah.
I remember your find for about your extreme rare find.
Yeah, go check that out.
One of my favorite videos, guys, check it out.
Yeah, you gotta check it out.
It's insane. I actually didn't believe it when he told me until he showed me like the guy who sold it and everything. It's one of the most rare finds I think basically ever in like YouTube.
You know, I couldn't believe it myself even, you know, it's I understand that people are gonna be like, oh, this can't be real or whatever, but well, it actually is, and I paid, you know, I paid way too
Well, it's about
little.
luck as well. It's about luck as well.
It is. The seller was really nice, and he noticed that I actually love Neo Geo, you know. So he was like, "Oh, man, you're a very helpful, nice guy, so of course you'll get this for a nice price. And I was like, I couldn't believe it. I just wanted to buy like 4 games or something, you know.
There you
and he
are.
was like, no, buy the collection. He told me to buy the collection. So we got some loose games in here, but you know, most likely you're gonna want to see the games here. And now we can only see the spine, of course, which for some people it's a little bit harder to see what you're shopping for. But if you ask the staff, you can always they will always, you know, open the case up for you and show you the games that they have. But yeah, Magician Lord, 107,800. It's pretty crazy. It's about $1,000 US for a game, you know. And yeah, actually last time I was here, Marty, there were less games. So they had like the game, you know, placed like this. And
now it's full.
Yeah, now they have way more. So it looks like they pretty much wanted to put all the AES games in here because you know, they're worth a lot, and it's not worth having them outside like that for people to look at and all that. Gotta keep them in pristine condition, you know.
Actually.
And guys, there's one game, a special game here on the side. We're talking about Breakers, the first one, and of course it's Neo Geo, so it's gonna be a fighting game. What else, right? This is a pretty cool fighting game. Very, you know, released in few quantities. So as you can see on the price,